The city glows, but not for me. Neon light on empty streets, faces blur like radio noise. I don't speak their language anymore. Suits and smiles and borrowed words, shaking hands I never met. Every room I walk into already feels like I've left. They said play the game, I said show me who wins. 'Cause all I see are hollow men selling versions of themselves. I don't have the price they ask, so I walk alone in the concrete jungle. No map, no guide, no one to follow. This code was never meant to break me. I burn where the city goes hollow. Don't call it lonely, call it mine. Every scar a borderline. You can't cross what you can't define. Silence, moving storms, stripped of everything but nerve. Maybe that's exactly what I earned. No seat at the table they built, no chair I'd wanna sit in. The hunger that they call a flaw is the only thing that keeps me living. They said slow down, I said for what? To settle where I'm comfortable. Comfort is a word for those who've given something up. Not me, alone in the concrete jungle. No map, no guide, no one to follow. This code was never meant to break me. I burn where the city goes hollow. Don't call it lonely, call it mine. Every scar a borderline. You can't cross what you can't define. I stood in rooms that swallowed whole names. I came out with the same face. They can have the stage, the light, the claim. I only want the truth I chase. There's a version of me that almost bent, almost bargained, almost went. But something older, harder said not yet. Not here, not for them. Alone in the concrete jungle. No map, no guide, just something hollow. This code is where I learned to breathe. I burn where the city can't follow. Don't call it lonely, call it mine. I didn't break the line, I became the line. They threw their stones, I counted each one. mapped every bruise like a constellation. They said go home, I said I'm already there. In the ruin, in the wreckage, in the nowhere. You wanted me to beg, to break, to fade. Instead I learned the weight of every blade. Each word you sharpened, every door you closed, just taught me how to build my own. You think I carry shame? Look closer. Every scar's got a name, and it's mine. These are my badges of scars. I don't hide what I've been through. Caught by the fall, shaped by the dark. Every wound became a truth. You tried to mark me as the broken one, but I'm wearing every cut like I want. Call it damage, call it defeat. I call it proof that I don't break. The ones who watched me bleed and looked away, I remember every face, I remember every day. Not out of bitterness, out of clarity. You showed me who you were, you showed me who I'd be. The ground was cold, the silence was loud. I learned to love the sound of standing up. No hand reached down, so I reached in and found the thing that you could never touch. You think this looks like pain? Look again. This is what the fire leaves behind. These are my badges of scars. I don't hide what I've been through. Caught by the fall, shaped by the dark. Every wound became a truth. You tried to mark me as the broken one, but I'm wearing every cut like I want. Call it damage, call it defeat. I call it proof that I don't break. I've been the story you told to feel bigger. I've been the reason you sleep at night. But here I am, still here, still standing. A little hard, a little less like forgiving. You don't get to name what you didn't survive. You don't get to judge what you never lived. These marks aren't wounds anymore. They're the only things I'd never give. These are my badges of scars. I wear them in the light, not the dark. Every fall was a map, every cut was a start of something you could never be part of. I am the wreckage that rebuilt itself. I am the proof that stones don't kill. Call it damage, I call it mine. I call it mine. I call it mine. Don't ask me how I'm doing. You don't want the answer. The words I swallow every day would break you like a hammer. I watch them talk their talk, their voices clean and hollow. I build my world in silence, where no one has to follow. No hand reached out, no light came through. I stopped waiting somewhere back in the dark, and all the things I never said are burning every vein around my heart. You want me to explain? I don't. You want me to complain? I won't. This isn't weakness wrapped in silence. This is rage that learned to breathe. I don't scream for you to hear me. This fire doesn't need your air. You'll feel it when the ground shifts under you. You'll know I was there. Call it cold, call it frightening, call it what you can't explain. Some storms don't announce themselves, they just erase your name. I've sat across from men who smile while something in me fractured. They never knew, they never could, how much of that I captured. Every insult filed away, every door closed in my face. I didn't break in front of them, I broke in a better place. When no one gets to watch me fall, when no one gets to call it weakness, where I built the whole thing back alone and made the silence my witness. You want me to reach out? I don't. You want me to break down? I won't. Not for you, not for anyone. This heat belongs to me. I don't scream for you to hear me. This fire doesn't need your air. You'll feel it when the ground shifts under you. You'll know I was there. Call it cold, call it frightening, call it what you can't explain. Some storms don't announce themselves, they just erase your name. I've been the quiet one, the one who takes it, the one who walks away before it all breaks loose. But don't mistake my silence for forgiveness. Don't mistake my stillness for a man who has no use. I've been burning clean and cold since before you knew my name. And everything you thought you won was just me choosing not to play. But I'm here now, and I'm not choosing anymore. I don't scream so you can hear me. I scream because I'm still alive. This isn't noise, this is what silence sounds like when it finally decides to fight. You called it nothing. You called it nothing. Now watch what nothing does when it's done being quiet. They mapped the world before I got here, drew the roads, named the rules, built the walls, told me this is north, this is right, this is winning. I listened once, then I listened to the sound it makes when a man walks past every sign, When a man stops asking for permission and starts asking why, they say follow the line. I say which line? The one that leads to their version of mine. I don't need a compass to tell me where I'm going. I broke it before the storm could start. No map, no guide, no borrowed definition, just a pull inside my chest that knows my heart. Call it reckless, call it blind, call me what you want. I've been called worse by smaller men. The road they built was never built for me, so I don't walk it. I don't walk it. I don't walk it. They told me this is how success looks. Suit and title, number in a line. I watched them when the things they told me mattered, and wonder why they look so hollow inside. I've seen the men who followed every signal land exactly where they said they would. Somewhere safe, somewhere small, somewhere certain, somewhere I decided that I never could. They say stick to the plan. I say whose plan? The one they drew before I knew who I am. I don't need a compass to tell me where I'm going. I broke it before the storm could start. No map, no guide, no borrowed definition, just a pull inside my chest that knows my heart. Call it reckless, call it blind, call me what you want. I've been called worse by smaller men. The road they built was never built for me, so I don't walk it. I don't walk it. Every voice that said you're going the wrong way, every hand that grabbed and pulled me back, I remember each one, not with anger, with clarity. They thought they were saving me. They were just afraid of what happens when a man stops needing to be told where to go. I stopped needing to be told. You want direction? I'll give you direction. Away. First, the compass is gone. I broke it, and I'm still moving. I don't need a compass to tell me where I'm going. I'm the storm that breaks the instruments. No map, no guide, no borrowed definition. I'm moving till the moving makes sense. Call it reckless, call it mine. I've made my call. Walk past the line you said I couldn't cross. The road they built was never built for me, so I built the road. I built the road. They asked me where I was headed. I told them further than you can follow. The city's finally quiet now, and I'm the only noise left, sitting in this corner booth with a glass and what's left of my chest. I don't need you to ask how I'm doing. I don't need you to see this at all. This isn't the version I show the world. This is what happens before I stand tall. The bottle doesn't judge the weight, the amber doesn't ask your name. It just sits there like it understands that some nights feel exactly the same. I'm not broken, I'm just tired. There's a difference, I know which one this is. One last glass for everything I swallowed, every weight I carried that nobody saw. I'll drink it down, I'll burn it through my chest, and walk back out before the morning breaks. You'll never see me on my knees, you'll never see me beg the night to end. I'll have one more, just one more, then I'll be the man I am again. I've been the wall that didn't fall, the floor that didn't crack, but walls don't tell you what they hold, and floors don't know what they lack. There are names I don't say out loud, and nights I don't explain, and a version of me that lives in here that the daylight never claims. So I pour another and I sit with all the things I never said, not because I'm giving up, but because I need to know they're dead. I'm not broken, I'm just empty. There's a difference, I know which one this is. One last glass for everything I swallowed, every weight I carried that nobody saw. I'll drink it down, I'll burn it through my chest, and walk back out before the morning breaks. You'll never see me on my knees, you'll never see me beg the night to end. I have one more, just one more, then I'll be the man I am again. I am again. I've asked myself tonight if any of it was worth it. The walls I built, the roads I broke, the silence that I wore, and somewhere in the glass at the bottom where it's clearest, I find the only answer that I've ever needed more. It wasn't easy, it was never easy, but it was mine. Every single piece of it was mine, and that's enough. That has to be enough. That is enough. Oh, that is enough. I'll leave the glass here, let somebody else find it. Walk out into whatever comes next, like I always have. Not because I'm not tired, not because it didn't hurt, but because the man I am doesn't stay in the dark. He just visits sometimes. Oh, one last glass, one last glass. Then the world gets me back. counting me out loud. You stood at the edge of what you thought was my grave and called it a crowd. I heard you, every word, every laugh that came after the fall. I filed it all away in the part of me you never found, the part you couldn't touch at all. I didn't argue, I didn't beg, I lay in the ash and I waited for the thing that happens when a man hits the ground so hard he stops being afraid of it. You thought the fire was out, you were watching the wrong thing. You should have been watching me. I was never the smoke, I was always the flame. You buried me in ash and forgot that ash is where I came from. Watch what grows from nothing, watch what rises from the ground. You thought was mine to keep, you left when I went under. Now stand back and watch me burn. There was a night I had nothing, not a name, not a wall, not a floor, just the sound of wind through a place that used to mean something and didn't anymore. And I sat and had nothing, like a man who has nowhere to be. And I felt something small, something quiet, something that refused to agree. One ember, that's all it takes. One thing you forgot to put out, one place you didn't look, one version of me you left alive when you should have had no doubt. You thought silence meant surrender. You've never met a man who burns from the inside out. I was never the smoke, I was always the flame. You buried me in ash and forgot that ash is where I came from. Watch what grows from nothing, watch what rises from the ground. You thought was mine to keep, you left when I went under. Now stand back and watch me burn. Oh, watch me burn. You wanna know the difference between a man who's broken and a man who's waiting? The broken man asked why, the waiting man doesn't need to. He already knows, he already knows, he already knows what comes next. And what comes next is not forgiveness, it's not a second chance, it's not a comeback story. For your comfort is the fire you should have finished when you had the chance. You didn't finish it. I was never the smoke, I was always the flame. You tried to hit me with the very thing that made me. You buried me in ash, and ash is where I was born. Everything you took became the fuel, everyone who watched became the reason. You thought you left me with nothing, you left me with everything I need. And now watch me burn it all. I'm not loud about it anymore. That's how you know it it's real. The biggest fires don't roar, they just consume. Very numb, baru senda. They say the wind is too strong today. Stay inside, stay low, stay out of the way. I walked outside and faced the gale, the kind that makes a lesser man pale. No shelter built, no cover sought, no armor worn, no lesson taught. Just knuckles raised and feet in ground, and the storm that couldn't take me down. They watch from windows safe and warm, betting on how long before I fall. I didn't fall, I didn't even flinch. You think this wind is punishment, I think it's an introduction to what I'm capable of when I'm pushed. I don't run from the storm, I run into it. Bare hands, bare chest, bare everything. You sent the wind to break my bones, I sent it back with interest. The gale you built to stop me is the wind beneath the thing I'm carrying. You can't blow out what was built in the dark. You can't stop bare knuckles with the wind. I know what it takes to stand when the weather wants you horizontal. I've been the smallest thing in the room and made the room feel small. The ones who calculated odds, the ones who charted risk and exits, they're still watching from the window, and I'm still standing at the edge. There's a version of strength that's quiet, there's a version that's just staying, but the version that changes the weather, the one is what I'm made of. You think my hands are bleeding, look closer, that's not my blood, that's the wind. Me is the wind beneath the thing I'm carrying. You can't blow out what was built in the dark. You can't stop bare knuckles with the wind. Every headwind makes the legs stronger. Every gust of doubt sharpens the focus. Every voice that said turn back, lie down, give in, made me 1 degree harder, 1 degree colder, 1 degree more. And at some point the wind started to know my name, not as a warning, as a weight, as the thing it's been carrying this whole time. The wind doesn't decide direction, I do. Beginning, the weather you called impossible is the weather I was built for. Every headwind I have walked through, every gust that tried to grind me down is why I'm still standing here, facing forward, and the wind is finally behind me. They said the wind was against me. It was, until it wasn't. 있습니다. The smiles are all along, the laughter's rehearsed. They shake the right hands in the right order and call the whole theater work. I watch them orbit the men with money, adjust their voices in real time. Every opinion curated, calculated, every compliment perfectly timed. I used to wonder if I was the problem for not wanting to wear the mask. Then I looked around at everyone wearing one and decided I'd rather be last. They say you need to play the game. I say, which version of me do you want? The one that fits inside your frame, or the one that doesn't fit at all? I'm not wearing a mask to your masquerade. I'm not bowing to the clowns who run this stage. Every fake smile in this room is just a mirror showing me exactly who I'll never be. You can keep the throne that's built from borrowed faces. I'll stand here in whatever's left of me. Burn the masquerade. I'd rather be seen and applauded for a face that isn't mine. That isn't mine. There's a language here I've never learned, the grammar of flattery, the syntax of want, where what you say means something different, and meaning something different is the point. I watch the ones who build their floors on approval, how they shake when nobody's watching them. The mask becomes the face, becomes the person, and then one day there's nothing left with him. They call my silence arrogance, they call my honesty a threat. I call their room what it is, a very expensive room of regret. You say blend in, I say into what? A crowd of faces that belong to someone else. I'd rather be the only real thing in the room, even if the room can't stand the sight of me. I'm not wearing a mask to your masquerade. I'm not bowing to the clowns who run this stage. Every fake smile in this room is just a mirror showing me exactly who I'll never be. You can keep the throne that's built from borrowed faces. I'll stand here in whatever's left of me. Burn the masquerade. I'd rather be seen and applauded for a face that isn't mine. I've been in rooms where everyone agreed and nobody believed a word they said. I've been in rooms times where the loudest man was the emptiest one instead. I've seen men sell their actual opinions for a seat back at a table they don't own. I've seen them smile at people they despise and go home to a version of themselves they don't know. And I thought, if that's the price of belonging, then belonging costs too much. And if that's what winning looks like, then I'd rather lose standing up. Take off the mask, not for them, for whatever's left of you underneath. I don't hate the masquerade, I just don't need it. I don't hate the players, I just don't play. And when this whole production folds under its own weight, when the masks crack under the heat of what's real, you'll find me exactly where I've been. No mask, no borrowed faith, no applause I didn't earn. Just a thing I've always been, in a room that finally has to look at it. I'm not wearing a mask to your masquerade. I'm not bowing to the clowns who call this art. When the music stops and all the masks come off, I'll be the only one who looks the same. You built a throne out of other people's faces. I built nothing but at least it's mine. Burn the masquerade, I'd rather stand alone and be applauded in a face that isn't mine. That isn't mine. No one standing where you'd expect. No hand on my shoulder, no voice at my neck. Just the space behind me, cool and wide, and the most honest thing I've felt in a long time. I used to reach back out of habit, checking if someone was still there. I stopped doing that around the time I realized the reaching changed my shape. It made me smaller, it made me slower. It made me angle myself towards someone else's comfort. So I stopped reaching and I became something else. They say a man without support is a man about to fall. I say a man without a weight at his back moves differently through walls. My back is empty and I mean it that way. No God behind me, no one left to betray. When you stand alone, the edges come back. The version of you that doesn't have to adapt. I'm not waiting for someone to cover my sins. I move cleaner when there's nothing to fix. The loneliness you think you see in me is the sharpest I have ever been. There were people I thought would stay, and they did until they didn't. And each one that left taught me something about how I was built. Not to hold on, not to arrange myself around the outline of another person. Not to need the warmth enough to trade my edges for it. Turns out the edges are the thing that keeps you moving. The thing that reads a room before the room knows you're there. The thing that doesn't break under weight because it learned to carry its own. You call it isolation, I call it calibration. stop standing alone. You stop performing. You stop editing your face before you've decided what to say. You stop tilting toward what the room needs and start tilting toward what's true. You learn what you're actually afraid of, because there's no one left to pretend in front of. And then one night you're sitting in the quiet and you realize you're not afraid of any of it anymore. Not the dark, not the silence, not the space behind you that used to feel like a wound. It doesn't feel like a wound now. It feels like room to turn around and room to move, room to become whatever you're becoming without asking if there's space for you in someone else's life. I'm not looking for someone to stand behind me. I'm looking at the space and thinking, this is mine. The whole field of it, the silence of it, the unguarded back of it, mine. And any man who walks up thinking that's weakness has never stood somewhere with nothing to protect and felt invincible. My bag is empty and I built it that way. No armor needed when you're not afraid. The version of me that stands in open ground is the version that doesn't need to be found. I'm not waiting for someone to cover my sins. I stopped needing what I couldn't fix. The empty space behind me isn't grief. It's the sharpest thing about me. It's the sharpest thing about me. It's the sharpest thing. It's the sharpest thing. You called it over before it started. You had the ending written by the third scene. You handed me a role I didn't audition for and told me this was all I'd ever be. I read the script you left outside my door, the one where I stay down and stay quiet. I thought about it for about a second, then you used it to start the fire. You wanted a story about someone who broke. I gave you 10 chapters on how I didn't. You wanted a body to step over on the way up. I gave you a reason to look behind you. You wrote the ending, you wrote the credits, you even wrote the part where I don't come back. You wrote everything except for one thing. You forgot to ask me the credits roll, and I say they roll. Not when you're tired of watching, not when the story gets too hard to follow, not when you need me to be over. Write the end and I write the line that says, and he was still standing when you left the room. The last line and the last scene and the last reel is mine. There were nights the floor felt permanent. There were days the weight was its own weather. There were people who looked at what I was going through and quietly started writing their own version. The version where I don't make it, the version where until the frame is mine. You watched the fall, you counted the flaws, you said that's it, that's where he stops. You missed the part right after where the stopping becomes something else. The credits roll when I say they roll. Not when you're tired of watching, not when the story gets too hard to follow, not when you need me to be over. I write the ending, I write the line that says, and he was still standing when you left the room. The last line and the last scene and the last reel is mine. You wanna know what the view looks like from the bottom of the world? It looks like everyone above you not looking down. It looks like silence that has no opinion of you. It looks like the clearest thing you've ever seen, because from the bottom you can see exactly who showed up and who didn't, who said your name when you weren't worth knowing, and who waited until you were something they could stand next to. From the bottom you learn who the story actually belongs to, and it was never theirs. I've been to the bottom, I've read the walls down there, I've seen what's written in the place where hope hasn't been recently, and I've written over all of it, not to erase what happened, but to add the next part, the part they didn't account for, the part that comes after the ending. They already wrote for me the part where I'm still here, and they have to explain how that happened. So here's the scene they didn't film, the one that comes after the credits, the one where I'm standing exactly where they said I'd never be. And I'm not angry, I'm not even satisfied, I'm just here holding the pen that writes the last line, looking at everyone who said it was over, and writing the credits roll when I say they roll. I'll be the last name on the list, after every voice that counted me out loud, after every hand that wrote me off. I write the ending, the one where I'm still here, the one that doesn't need your understanding, the one that only needed me to keep going. The last line and the last scene and the last reel is mine, was always mine, will always be mine, mine. Keep alive. Keep alive the storm that was. The smoke is clear, the ground is still. I don't remember the last time everything was this quiet. I walked through here once when none of this looked like this, when the walls were standing and the names on them meant something. Now it's just field and light, and the particular silence that only comes after. I don't feel what I thought I'd feel, standing here no triumph, no relief, just a clear, clean knowledge that it happened, and I was in it, and I made it through. I'm not celebrating, I'm not grieving, I'm just standing where the storm used to be. This is what the other side looks like, quieter than you'd think. No crowd, no chorus, no one keeping score, just a field of me and everything that changed. I walked through every one of those, I remember all of it, I do it all again. Not because it didn't hurt, because it was mine. I've been thinking about the people I was when this started, the version of me that didn't know how long it would go. He didn't know about the nights, he didn't know how deep the floor goes, he didn't know what it costs to keep moving when moving feels like nothing. I tell him, but I wouldn't change a thing. Not the losses, not the wrong rooms, not the people who left, not the ones who stayed long enough to go. Every single one of those was a coordinate, and I needed all of them to end up here, standing in the quiet at the far end of everything I was afraid of. Not looking back in anger, not looking back in longing, just looking back the way a man looks at a map he no longer needs. This is what the other side looks like, quieter than I thought. No fanfare, no arrival, just the morning and the field and what I know about myself. I walked through every one of those, I remember all of it, and I wouldn't undo a single scar, because they all led here to this, to me. You wanna know what I learned? Not from the wins, not from the moments that felt like something. I learned from the part nobody talks about, the middle, the part where you don't know yet whether it's worth it, the part where you just keep going, not because you believe, but because stopping has somehow become the less available option. That part, that's where the real thing happens. That's where you find out what you're actually made of. Not in the fire, not in the victory, in the middle, in the long quiet middle, where nobody's watching, and you're still there. I was still there, I was always still there. The storm has a name now, I gave it one. Standing here in the stillness, I can finally see its shape. It was never trying to break me, it was never personal, it was just weather, and I was just someone who decided not to go inside. That's all it ever was, a man and the weather, and the choice made quietly every single morning to stay out in it until the weather changed. This is what the other side looks like. It looks like an ordinary morning, it looks like nothing to anyone passing by. But I know what this ground has been, I know what it costs to be standing on it, and that's enough. That will always be enough.